They call me Dan, the Lakers DTLF. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jack.
What up, Laker family and NBA world, man? Hopefully you guys are locked in and ready to go because we got the NBA trade deadline special brought to you guys by yours truly, DTLF. Guys, so many trades have already happened and the deadline is just underway, guys, just underway. Be here for about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe more. Gonna be grading some of these trades, gonna be breaking them down, and gonna be giving you guys my thoughts as well as hearing your thoughts. Let's go, Solo. We are here, brother. How you doing? What's up, Reese? Daniel, Nate, everybody, welcome. New subscribers, welcome. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Good to see you all. Good morning. Top of the morning if you're in the West Coast. Now, if you're in the East Coast, good afternoon. But let's start with the first couple of trades that have been announced. And if you guys hear a vibration, that means my phone's going off, which means more trades are coming, or maybe my source is hitting me with something important. All right, the Phoenix Suns are trading Jusuf Nurkic in a 2026 first-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets for Cody Martin, who's coveted, by the way, and some guy named Vasij Milicic and a 2026 second-round draft pick, okay? So that is the first trade that's been announced here on this trade deadline special. And honestly, the Suns been wanting to get off of that contract for Nurkic for a while. He didn't fit what they were doing. And they get a pretty solid player with Cody Martin. So that's a very solid trade right there. That's the first trade that I want to announce and talk a little bit about. The Suns are very interesting. The Suns are very, very interesting because I'll tell you what, they are still listening to offers for Kevin Durant as we speak right now, right? And we'll get into the Lakers in a bit. We will get into the Lakers in one bit because, yes, the Lakers are still active, believe it or not. They are still active as we speak. But for now, the Suns are listening to offers. According to Shams, there's multiple teams making really aggressive calls to the Suns on Kevin Durant. All right, Kevin Durant has not requested a trade. Therefore, it was interesting that his name was brought up in rumors, chat. All right, it is interesting that his name was brought up in rumors. But again, going back to the trade that the Suns just pulled off, I'm a grader for both the Suns and the Charlotte Hornets. Now, the Charlotte Hornets, they get Nurkic as a decent piece to try to replace who they traded in Mark Williams. So for the Hornets, I'll give them a C, average grade. Average grade for the Hornets because, it's nothing too crazy, to be honest with you. It's nothing that really stands out, doesn't move the needle. They got rid of a piece that I thought they were going to keep in Mark Williams, in Mark Williams. So, yeah, that's what I got to give them. Got to give them a C as far as that goes. Now, for the Suns, okay, the Suns, on the other hand, that's a team right there that actually got a piece that they could use in Cody Martin, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and give them a C+. Very, very decent trade for them there. How you doing, Striker? Good morning. Good to see you. But all in all, again, guys, many more trades could potentially happen right now as we speak. The one I'm talking about, Phoenix Suns trading Jusuf Nurkic in a first-round pick for Cody Martin and Milicic in a second-round pick. So solid trade for the Suns, C+. I like Cody Martin. And below average grade for the Hornets since the replacement's not that great. On top of that, we got another trade right before I went live. The Atlanta Hawks are trading DeAndre Hunter to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Karis LeVert, okay, and a second-round pick and 2 swaps. Now, this one I really, really like for the Cleveland Cavaliers. This trade right here, let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. This trade right here, guys, I think it's one of the underrated steals of this trade deadline for surely. All right, because DeAndre Hunter has been an absolute bucket this year and a two-way player, one of the few two-way players on the market as of right now. So I got to tell y'all, man, I really, really like this trade for the Cavs here. And there you have it right there on the screen. I believe that this trade right here can make them even more dangerous in the East. Okay, now Karis LeVert is a decent player, but again, there's levels to this. DeAndre Hunter, great pickup for them, guys. If I have to give it a grade, if I have to give that a grade right there for the Cavs, I'm going to give it a B+. Very good freaking grade right there. I got to give it a B+ because you know what? like I said, this is a needle mover for them. It truly is. They get another 3-and-D wing to go with the already solid core that they have over there. And yeah, you get yourself a B+. I think very, very solid right there. As far as Karis LeVert and 3 second-round pick swaps going the other way, it makes sense. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks are not really a good team, so it makes sense for them to try to capitalize and bring in some assets as well. So I think this is one of the few trades that actually makes sense for both teams. But they are trading a much better player, somebody I thought they would build with moving forward. So I'm going to give them an average grade of a C for those reasons right there. That's what they get off of me right there for that trade. But it's a very solid trade. Don't get it twisted. The Cavs definitely have elevated themselves with this, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see the Eastern Conference and the new look Cavs going up against teams like the Knicks and the Celtics. So that's very interesting. DJ Williams, he said, hey, I'm trying to become a member. How do I sign up on your page? There is, I think it's on the main tab. If it's not on your phone, maybe on the desktop, but it should say subscribe or membership at the top left corner on my main page when you go to DTLF channel. So definitely check that out, brother. But I do appreciate the super chat, my guy, getting us started early here with a very nice super chat. But yeah, that's the way you guys can subscribe to the membership program. And again, what you guys get here is I plan to bring more content for members only, but eventually I'm gonna have to raise the prices on that because it's very time consuming. However, what you do get with your membership when you join is you get exclusive perks like having your comments highlighted, especially when we got thousands of people in here. You guys have questions, comments, and concerns. I get to prioritize your guys' comments first for the low price of $2.99. I want to make it affordable for everybody. I really didn't even want to start a membership because I treat everybody here equally, but that's just if people want to stand out a little bit. People were asking for it, so I gave it to you guys. And on the lower tier as well. All right, let's see what other trades we got to by the way, the Lakers are still active. Ryan Windhorst reporting that the Lakers are not done yet, that they could look to offload Maxi Kleber's contract with a second round in order to get a decent player coming back, or maybe even to create a roster slot. So yeah, that's very interesting, man. I would love to see it personally, because if we're not going to use Kleber, we're going all the way in right now as far as that goes, right? So that is also very, very decent right there. If the Lakers can do that, I think that's awesome. I'm not expecting the Lakers, however, to pull off any more moves. Expectations would be seriously, that's moving the bar way up. The Lakers have already won the trade deadline for the next century, probably, right? Probably for the next century. But I'll take you guys' comments and questions. Again, KD could be on the move, chat. So this could be a very good free agency. Don't mind me, guys. Got to drink this Sprite. Got stomach ache. Good morning, KD. How you doing, brother? You said, Dad, it don't matter. Lakers, top 5. That's right, Amir. Absolutely. But we could get some fireworks. You never know. And by the way, teams aggressively pursuing Kevin Durant. Shams wasn't very clear on what these teams were. What if the Lakers got involved here? I mean, we have contracts that are movable and that can match his salary. I don't want to do it because you deplete your depth. But, man, Rob has been such a shark that I wouldn't be shocked if he gets involved in anything at this point. I called off of work for this. Let's go, KD. Shout out to KD, man. Don't matter what they do, Lakers in 5. Yes, sir. Absolutely, buddy. Thanks so much for Super Chat. Again, the trades that have been announced this morning, there's been a couple, okay? If you guys are just tuning in right now, we just graded the Atlanta Hawks, Karis LeVert for DeAndre Hunter and a couple of picks. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal trade right here for the Atlanta Hawks. Maybe this is the trade of the day. That's all I can give them, because obviously the trade deadline that the Lakers have had, nobody's going to trump them. The other trade was the Phoenix Suns trading Yusuf Nurkic and a first-round pick to Charlotte for Cody Martin and another player named Milicic. I don't know who the heck that is, but yeah, that is the other trade that was just announced. Again, we're still waiting to see if there's any updates or anything new. But again, the Lakers apparently are still semi-active, and they're looking to potentially move off of the Maxi Kleber contract, which I think would be pretty decent if they did that, right? I think it could be solid. But all in all, again, there's not much I can ask for from this franchise. Rob Pelinka has established himself as an absolute shark. Absolutely. I think teams will now be on the watch for us after what just happened. And with the amazing trade deadline we had, it makes up for the lack of activity in the offseason, for surely. Hey, it looks like we got a new
I want to thank you for becoming a member. On DTLS channel, we're a family, and together, we win.
Double Pancakes. Thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate you, man, and welcome to the family, my guy. And for those of you that already have not subscribed, keep it locked. It's today. Action-packed content. Not only do we have the trade deadline, but I will be going live on playback at 4 o'clock for the potential debut of Anthony Davis. I'm not sure if he'll debut, but if he does, we will be there. Make sure you get in, first 20 to get in, get VIP access to watch along with me for free. So that's really freaking cool. And then after that, I will jump on here at around 6:30 for pregame. Lakers do face the Warriors tonight. So I got you guys for pregame. Regular scheduled programming is back. And then after that, we got, obviously, playback live during the Lakers game as well, and then post-game. All right, so, man, I'm going to be sitting on this chair for a long time today. So make sure you guys do hit that like button. That is hilarious. I can't believe my boy KD called off. You could have took me to work. I got you, brother. I got you on the phone, man, on the ones and twos. This is crazy. Ramona Shelburne reporting that the Phoenix Suns locker room is toxic right now. All these trade rumors and everybody's name being thrown in there from Bradley Beal to now KD, they might have to blow it up before this trade deadline is over, and that would be insane. That would be absolutely insane. But for those of you that were curious, here is the trade that I graded a little earlier, where I gave the Cavaliers, I think, what did I give them, a B+ or something like that? Yeah, there's a trade right there in its totality. So, again, DeAndre Hunter going to the Cavs, Karis LeVert, George Niang, 3 second-round picks and 2 pick swaps going over to the Hawks. So, again, all right, that's a hefty price to pay for DeAndre Hunter, but he is definitely worth it, man. Absolutely freaking worth it, man. Absolutely. Hey, we got a new member.
I want to thank you for becoming a member. On DTLS channel, we're a family, and together, we win.
Counts Creed, thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate you, man. Thank you for helping support the channel. You guys are truly the best. All right. But yeah, back to the trade deadline, guys. If the Lakers do anything, it's going to be something minor. So again, lower your expectations for any potential fireworks for today. However, like I said, still active just tells me that this front office is definitely already swung for the fences. Why not go all the way in there? But again, back to the Suns, they're very intriguing for me because the Phoenix Suns, guys, just a year ago, everybody was raving about the trade for Kevin Durant and then adding Bradley Beal. We were thinking they were going to be the next super team. We did, however, mention the injuries to Beal and the lack of defense that they had over there. Nurkic, I thought, was a horrible trade. They were better off keeping Ayton, in my opinion. But yeah, it didn't work out. The experiment of Kevin Durant has not worked out. And if I was the Suns, I am bottoming out. Not only do I consider trading KD right now, but I consider trading Devin Booker as well, because he's never going to lead you to the promised land. So I'm not a Phoenix Suns fan. God knows I cannot stand that fan base. They are very entitled for one time that they beat us due to injuries in the postseason. But one thing I will tell you is, man, like the Suns are in as bad as a position as anybody right now in the Western Conference. They're kind of that middle of the road team where they're not really going this way or that way, and they're kind of stuck just there, right? So that is the issue that I have with the Suns and their building mechanics right now. Counts Creed says, Dan, been working overtime this trade deadline, only right to support. Hey, salute you, my brother. I want to thank all of you guys, man. We've grown tremendously over the last couple of days. And, we've gained over 200 plus subscribers over the last, 36 hours? So that is pretty special. I mean, this channel was already growing at a steady pace, but you guys are pushing the boundaries now. We got another member, DJ Williams. Thank you so much, brother, for supporting and showing love. And I will keep doing my best to give you guys the up-to-date news and striving to be the very best Lakers/NBA YouTuber that I can be for you guys. All right, bringing you guys the daily updates, breaking news, and all kinds of basketball conversations and more. So keep it locked, guys. Keep it locked. If you already have it, please subscribe, hit the like button. Still waiting on more trades right now. If my phone vibrates, you know the trade went off. You guys will hear it because my phone is right next to the mic. Okay, so I did that purposefully just to build up the suspense. All right. NBA insiders are stating that the Atlanta Hawks clearly have something else lined up. Okay, says they just took on 2 contracts for one and entered the luxury tax territory. They need to open up a roster spot. There's something else coming that you can feel. So there you have NBA insider reporting on that, guys. Again, very exciting trade deadline. In the history of trade deadlines, I can't remember a single trade deadline that even came close to this one, okay? This trade deadline is so good, not a single basketball soul, anybody who's a fan of basketball, is talking about the Super Bowl. And I'm a big fan of football. It's my second favorite sport. I haven't really talked about it with my friends, family. My phone's been blowing up about the Luka Doncic stuff. Now, obviously, the trade we pulled off yesterday, man, for, it's been a splendid time. But again, you have to feel for NFL fans because they're getting overshadowed here. And this is supposed to be their weekend. Lakers do play the Warriors later on tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how we respond. We've been whooping everybody's ass, even without Anthony Davis, so I expect that to continue. However, the Warriors also pulled off a trade, so maybe they're going to come out here with a chip on their shoulder. We know we're always in for a show when it comes to Curry versus LeBron, although the last game we absolutely whooped them. Make sure you guys are in there on time for playback if you guys want a chance, just a chance. It's going to get packed quickly. If you want a chance at a VIP pass, be there early, guys, and request it as soon as I pop up live over there. All right, let's see if we have any more updates here, updating you guys on the NBA trade deadline. So, again, the Hawks are expected to make maybe one more move. But, again, back to the Lakers, what I'm hearing and what my source told me before I came on here live, I got off the phone, and he said that, the Lakers are probably not done. But, however, it's not sure that they'll be able to execute an actual trade due to the fact that we have limited assets. However, if the Lakers can, they're looking to offload Maxi Kleber's contract and bring in something usable, since Kleber's probably not going to play. And we might attach a second-round pick. I think we have 2 pick swaps, 2 first-round pick swaps still to trade, and we have a couple, like 1 or 2 second-round picks. So, again, Lakers doing their absolute most to maximize everything. We have less than an hour to go before the trade deadline. I will be here for the entire hour. Sometimes extra trades come out like 15 minutes after, so I'll stay a little bit past the deadline, just in case anything important is announced. I want to be here live for you guys. Let's see. I'll take a couple comments, questions, concerns. Let's see. Is it true we now have an open roster spot right now? It is absolutely true, King Only 710. It is absolutely true. We have a roster spot open, and the buyout market is going to be intriguing because if you're a free agent, and, you're able to sign with a team like the Lakers versus anybody else, I think you're going to want to go there. You're going to want to go there. So there you go. Let's see. Any up? Ooh, I heard my phone vibrate. Uh-oh. Nothing. False alarm. False alarm. But, yeah, as far as the Lakers go, they still have maybe 1 or 2 tricks up their sleeve. Joe, I'm doing exceptionally well, brother. Thank you so much. I have had a stomach virus since Sunday. Ironically, the night after we traded for Luka, my girl was like, "Why are you up?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got stomach pains." It was like at 7 a.m. But ever since then, I've had a horrible stomach virus. It comes and it goes. Shout out to Sprite and all the medicine I've been drinking because it has kept me afloat and able to give you guys the absolute, prime time content. But yeah, it hasn't been easy, guys. It's been a tough week for me. However, we got Luka Doncic. That's all that matters. I don't even care. Take my liver, take my kidneys while you're at it. Damn it, we got Luka. He said, imagine if Rob gets another half-decent big. You know what, Strega? I wouldn't put it past Rob at this point. We have raved about general managers like Sam Presti, Bob Myers when he was with the Warriors. But if we look at Rob Pelinka's resume and what he's been able to accomplish in his short stint with the Lakers, he's been on here since, 2018, I believe, 19? Well, they're able to sign LeBron. I say they because Magic Johnson had a lot to do with that. They're able to trade for Anthony Davis. They're able to sign key free agents like Rondo, Dwight, etc. They're able to trade for multiple star players, even Russell Westbrook, who was still considered a star, even though it was at the end of his career, at the twilight of his career, but he was still considered a star when we traded for him. Now he obviously the championship in 2020. Now we get Luka, generational talent, and he's not done. Right, because the trade last night, I think, was equally as impressive as any that have happened here in the trade deadline so far. And we got our center for not just for the now, but for the future, even though we were speculating that center was going to come in the off season. So again, he's beyond exceeded my expectations. I don't think we'll ever hear fire Rob Pelinka ever again. We have to be patient now because it took him 2 years to get here, right? As far as from after trading for Vando, it took him 2 years to make the next move, but it was well worth it. If you would have told me that that's what it was going to be, right? We're going to trade for Mark Williams and Luka Doncic, then I would have been like so quiet, right? Because Mark Williams was one of my favorite young bigs in the league. Listen, guys, he has the longest standing reach, right? Even longer than Wemby. So we're definitely going to be able to compete with some of the centers in the West. He just gave Jokic the business 20 and 15. Somebody told me, oh, Anthony Davis torched him for 40 and 20. AD is that good. He can do that to anybody. But it doesn't define the player because everybody torches everybody in this league eventually. But our guy, I think over the last like 9 games or so was averaging, I think I posted the stats on Twitter, see if I can find them. He's averaging great numbers. Let's just say it was like somewhere along the lines of 19 and 11 with 2 blocks. All right. And that's him getting over 25 minutes. Actually, here, let me see if I find it. Yeah. Okay, here it goes. Over the last 9 games, and I'll pull it up for you. I posted it, so I had the exact stats here. Over the last, let's see if I can pull it up here. There it is. There it is. Over the last 9 games, 7'2" with a 9'9" wingspan is averaging 21.6 points per game, 12.9 rebounds, and 3.2 assists with almost 2 blocks, shooting 58% from the field. So again, Mark Williams is that guy. You know, he's gonna put up big numbers. He's gonna help us. You got a role man for both AD and LeBron, and it's only gonna go up from here. And he's only gonna continue to develop. So again, but that would be awesome, Strega, if we can get another big. Oh my goodness, just an insurance policy piece. Now here's a fun fact: Aquaman's contract similarly aligns with Maxi Kleber's. I'm not sure if the CBA, you know, what the stipulations would be if we have to add anything or subtract anything. But if we could do like a 2nd-round pick and Maxi Kleber for Steven Adams, and then we still have an open roster slot, Rob Pelinka, man. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. But even if we do nothing, I'm happy because this trade deadline for the Lakers, guys, has been a double plus. All right, triple plus if you could put a triple on it. Katie says, by the way, the Lakers can't sign anyone in the buyout market more than a mid-level. So I've heard. There you go. That's that CBA acted a fool. But we could use Maxi Kleber's contract to bring back some value. So that is the good news right there. And that's something that from what I'm hearing, the Lakers are trying to do for sure. Will they succeed? Well, I thought it would be extremely tough for us to get a Mark Williams, a caliber center. You know what I mean? And apparently it wasn't. We did it. You know, so I believe in Rob, man. And Rob, we trust. Hey, Dan, I absolutely love Mark Williams' addition. I went to sleep and woke up to both Ingram traded and getting the center of the future. CJ, bro, the live stream last night was lit. We even had some debates. It was extremely exciting, and I absolutely love you guys for it. I wish you were there for the call-ins because, yeah, bro, it was very, very cool to see how excited all of our fellow Laker fans were last night, man. But as Katie says, I've watched Luka since the EuroLeague. Bro, I've been a fan of Luka since he came into the league. I'm not going to sit here and cap and say I watched him since the EuroLeague. From the moment he came in here with bad man intentions, we all knew that was a bad man. And the Hawks instantly were sick because they traded Trey Young for Luka, even though they later on learned that Trey Young was a beast as well. But there's levels to it, man. Luka's transcended. He has the potential to be a once-in-a-lifetime player. And just the next legend here in the league, in the NBA, and for the Lakers, right? Dan, legend. I haven't been here in a while. Can we win a ring this or next year if we add in the offseason? Good guy. Good to see you, man. Yes, the Lakers are contenders, right? I haven't told you guys this all year, but I think the Mark Williams plus Luka Doncic acquisitions, with the fact that we were able to hold on to amazing pieces that have been playing good as of late. Obviously, Austin Reeves has been one of the biggest pieces. And think about this. Austin Reeves was rumored in so many packages, and Rob Pelinka dug his heels in the sand and said no, right? A lot of casuals wanted him traded. Rob Pelinka said no. Now we got an 18-6 guy to go with Luka, to go with LeBron, not to go with Mark Williams, another double-double machine, to go with elite lockdown defenders like Vando and DFS. We have a better team, I believe, on paper than we even had in the 2020 championship run. The only difference is why I say we're going to compete for a title and we're title contenders is because the West is tough. I can't say we're going to win it for sure, Although I felt that way last night. I'm not going to lie. Looking at that roster from top to bottom, I felt like, oh, man, if we stay healthy, we're winning this thing. And I still feel that way. But we are for sure going to contend, not just for this year, but for years to come. Mark Williams, 23. Luka Doncic, 25. Austin Reeves, 26. Guys, that's your core right there. LeBron, he might get his career prolonged, by the way, because we traded for Luka. So even LeBron fans should be happy because I'm telling you, as much as we're going to miss AD, we replenished a lot of what we lost by getting a 7'2" guy with a 7'20" wingspan to combat the centers in the West like Wemby. We needed something like that to combat the Jokic's of the world, at least. Nobody can stop elite players, but you can sure as heck slow them down. And at the end of the day, people say, well, Dan, Mark Williams is not the Jokic stopper. Nobody is. Jokic is that good. But who's going to be the Luka stopper or the LeBron stopper, right? It goes both ways, guys. All we need is players to slow them down, be able to get a couple of stops here and there, and that swings momentum in close games. It makes all the difference, right? Tasia says, Dan, if we can't get anyone, how would you feel about pushing Quincy up? You know what? Only because we're contending right now, we got to put even Quincy Oliberry on the back burner because even though he's proven himself in the G League, he hasn't proven himself in the league. I love his potential. I would rather give him a two-way contract next year. But as of right now, I want to use that 15 roster slot on some veteran, right? Or if it's a young player, it has to be one that's really impressive and we'll have no clue why he got cut from his team. Something like that, right? Even now, to be honest with you, you got the Lonnie Walkers of the world. My boy Stanley Johnson, who's been on my podcast, right? Or from overseas. Wings like that would definitely help. But Torrey Craig, who I mentioned yesterday to the rebuttal of that one fan. But there's pieces out there that can be had still for the Lakers that'll make us better, Tasia. And we kind of just have to get in our creativity box. But I trust Rob. And Rob, we trust. I think that should be the new slogan because he's done nothing but right for everybody. Laker fans, player fans, NBA fans in general. This trade deadline has been so amazing is that, like I said, man, even it has fans crying and complaining rigorously. The last time this happened was the Chris Paul trade, and that one got vetoed. So it's been a long time since the Lakers had this type of trade deadline, and that was in the summer, right? Everybody was crying, and they got it vetoed. By the way, Chris Haynes is reporting that Trey Young really wants to win, and that the Spurs had him on their radar before trading De'Aaron Fox. You got to feel for Trey Young. I wanted Trey Young before the season started on the Lakers, although I never imagined Luka would be available, but of course, I prefer Luka, but man, you got to feel for Trey Young. You got to feel for him. He said, Luka be always trying new moves like he did with the hardest step back. Hyped to see what he does with us. Everybody's very excited for his scoring abilities, but believe it or not, I'm even more excited for his playmaking abilities. This dude will hit you with a behind the back, no look pass, over the head, over the neck, over the hedge. It doesn't matter. He's going to find you. Bounce pass, whip pass. You know what I mean? Like, off the heezy, like it wouldn't shock me because this guy plays with so much swagger. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun. You saw it, bro? Oh, you were here last night? For sure. My guy, man. I thought you went to sleep early. That's why. Angie, trust me, it's been hard for me to sleep. Y'all see the bags under the eyes. They're deeper than ever. It's been hard for me to sleep, chat. That's how fun this trade deadline's been. But we're only getting started here, guys. We still got a ways to go, and I got you guys updated. Make sure if you're here live with us right now, we lock in and hit that like button really quick, man. I want to get 1,000 likes on this video before the stream is over. You guys have blessed me with 1,000 likes after the stream, so I appreciate it. But if we can get 1,000 here now, then maybe we can get 2K people in here, man. Let's keep growing the family, keep growing the channel. #1 Lakers/basketball fan stream on the internet. All right, Trey Young is too small. He's still a dog, man. I'm taking Trey Young any day if we didn't have Luka. Now we got Luka. I don't even want to look Trey Young's way because we don't need him. We don't need Trey Young right now, but I would still take him, my guy. I really would, because if we didn't have Luka, because he's that good. Like, I would have definitely pulled up and snatched him. Let's see here. Hey, we got a mega chat. Let's go.
I want to give a special shout out to all who have super chatted, especially you. With this super chat, I will now be able to reach level 25,000.
My guy, man. Appreciate you, man. He said, good day, D. Dope trades indeed. Those BLA chants on the road are going to sound sweeter with Luka the Don pulling up with the ball. Stay up. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you so much for showing love. You're absolutely right. And you know what's my favorite thing? Luke is the type of player that you piss him off, he's going for 50 or 60. Or in last year's case, when he went up against the Hawks, right? The team that traded him on draft night, 70, what was it, 3? Man, I'll tell you what, I never in my life thought that I would see Kobe's 81-point record broken, and I still don't think. But if there's anybody that can do it, it's Luka, especially with today's modern rules, more free throws and stuff like that. I still think Kobe's 81 will always be the most impressive scoring output I've ever seen in a single game, regardless of if a player hits 80 or not. But Luka is so talented. If he gets hot, man, and he gets pissed. And I love players that play angry and they're good players. I love that. Luka's one of them. Kobe was the greatest angry player I've ever seen. LeBron does it sometimes. LeBron is a happy player, and so is Luka. But LeBron sometimes, when they foul him or the refs don't call it or something, you know, he goes 0 dark 40. I call him 0 dark 40 because he's 40 going on 20. And you just see this man like start, you know, scowling at people, and I love it because he starts attacking, getting aggressive. He's a freight train going to the basket. So I love it when LeBron gets mad. Luka is on another level with that. Luka always gets mad. He's a very emotional player. People say he bitches and cries too much, but the truth of the matter is that's who Luka is. He's passionate. He cares about winning. He cares about the game, and he's going to leave it all on the floor. And it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I do have to say, I believe Luka is the clutchest NBA player we've had in his prime. All right. I don't want to disrespect LeBron, even though LeBron still looks like in his prime, but in his prime since Kobe Bryant. And that's saying a lot. It's not every day you can get the clutchest player in the NBA coming in. Who is clutcher than Luka in the league right now? I'll ask you guys this. Who's the clutchest player in the NBA if it ain't Luka? Right? And I felt this way even before we traded for him. You guys know. You seen the jersey the other day. I have it. I'm a fan. But even before we traded for him, this is not bias talk. I wholeheartedly feel like you can only put a couple players in that conversation with him. Only a couple. Right? My guy, man, Fallif, I appreciate the mega chat, though. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. He said, every time I'm about to sleep, something amazing happens. That's a trade deadline for you. Again, the NBA is a year-round sport, 365 days a year, which is why my channel always thrives. Even in the offseason, I got you guys covered with, you know, obviously the draft. I always cover that. The draft lottery, free agency, summer league. It all gets covered. Really, there's only like a month of quiet and peace for me. But I love it because I'm a basketball junkie, right? So the only month of quiet and peace is after July, right? It's in August. Even September, we start ramping it up because we get the training camps, you know, late in the month. You get, obviously, the media day, and then it's up, you know, then preseason. But it's a year-round sport. You can't say that about any other sport, guys. Any other sport in the offseason, only free agency is interesting. Outside of that, nothing else, guys. Like, who watches the NFL draft? After the first and second round, it's a snooze fest, okay? NBA, I watch every single thing, man, from the first pick all the way to the 60th, right? So yeah, we got to consume everything. Basketball is a beautiful thing, solo, and it's always a blast, man, and a pleasure to cover this here with you guys. It's a dream come true for this to have been my career, and the way we started from the bottom, now we're here, man. Now we got a source over here on this side. It feels good, family. It feels good. It's a blessing. It's all thanks to you guys. My brother AP Videos, thank you so much. He said, I'm feeling very confident in this team, Dan. Lakers looked amazing in the New York game. Now we add Luka and Williams to that. Oh my God. I share your sentiment, brother. Cheers, man. I share your sentiment. And I'll tell you, nobody wants to see us in a 7-game series right now. I like the Lakers against anybody in a 7. All we have to do, though, in my opinion, is continue to climb in the standings to get home court advantage, because I think we're a way better home court team than we are a road team. But again, we don't know what the identity is going to be now. This is a new look team. The one thing I do like, though, is that we have built up our defense. Vando and Finney is the best defensive tandem we have had in a very long time. You add Mark Williams to that, who's also a shot blocker, who's very lanky and is going to, even if he doesn't block a shot, he's going to bother so many shots that you can really take that to even the next level, my guy AP. But so, yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I'm stoked. I'm over the moon. There's nothing they can do wrong in my eyes at this point. The only thing I will be disappointed in is if we turn around and we gut this roster for like a Kevin Durant. Like if we traded Rui, Austin Reeves, and Vando for like a Kevin Durant. That, I think, would set us back, right? We don't need more scoring here. But what I do like is, again, we've double aced. There's 2 A pluses on this trade deadline for the Lakers, and I've never personally seen it. 29 years I've been a Laker fan and a basketball fan, and I've never seen such a great offseason or trade deadline as this one combined. This is the greatest transaction period in Laker history, I have to say. And you know what? I've been having lots of conversations with my friends, with family, about what that Luka trade means. I think we're going to look back on this trade, guys, and this deadline. And we're going to say, this is when the Lakers built that dynasty. This is where it all started. And Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss are going to get their flowers like never before. It's going to be beautiful. Let's see here. Comments, questions, concerns. I got you guys. If there's a new player you want in the buyout market, as of right now, no. I want to wait and see, good guy. First, I want to test the team we have. I want to test the rotations. I don't know if you guys saw my post I had earlier on YouTube, but that is my starting lineup right there. That's how I would go. I changed my mind overnight. I will leave Austin there for, just to get more playmaking going, just to get more stuff going. My starting lineup consists of the one I posted on the graphic, and that is Dorian Finney-Smith, Luka, AR, LeBron, and Mark Williams. And off the bench, we're going to get Vando, we're going to get Rui, and all the rest of the pieces are going to fall in line, in my opinion. Like, that is a trade I want. All right, looks like we have another. Oh, wow. Okay. The Los Angeles Clippers, are trading Terrence Mann and Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bojan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks. All right, man. Look, the Clippers wanted to get in on the action, okay? The Clippers wanted to get on. I repeat, the Clippers wanted to get on the action, chat, and that is what they came up with. That's, to me, that doesn't move anybody's needle. What are the Clippers doing? They should have been traded Kawhi. They should have been traded Paul George. Instead, he walked for nothing. That Clipper trade will go down in history as the worst trade in NBA history. Think about this. They gave up 4 first-round unprotected picks and a future MVP of the league and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Paul George, and he walked away for nothing. And now they keep compounding it. They keep pretending to be contenders. They're the biggest pretenders in the league. And they turn around and they trade Terrence Mann, who supposedly, to a lot of Clipper fans, he was, quote-unquote, better than Austin. That's what they said, right? And Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for a shooter, and a damn good shooter. But, yeah, it's insane. It's insane to me. I don't know what the Clippers are doing. That's ridiculous, right? What do you guys think of this trade? Y'all know what grade I'm going to give this trade. Come on, y'all. If anybody knows me, y'all know what grade I'm going to give this trade right here for the Clippers. That pretending-ass, bum-ass franchise, man. By the way, they kicked out one of my fellow brethren, a fellow Laker fan of mine who had a Lakers sign. They kicked him out. They gave him the boot, and then they threatened to remove his privileges from buying concessions at a discount price. Like, that franchise is ridiculous. This trade right here is an absolute joke. Y'all knew. See, the chat knows. The chat knows what I'm gonna give this trade. Disgusting trade. Yuck. All right, Clippers are trading Terrence Mann and Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bojan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks. Here's my question. How the hell did the Clippers get 3 second-round picks out of this? You know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't get a single pick. They already got the best player in the package by far. You know what I mean? That's insane. That is insane. That, man, I'm telling you, the Clippers and their fans, they are definitely, they love being masochists because they love the pain. This is what y'all came away with? Even the Warriors got a star. Even the Warriors and their pathetic franchise got a star. But this is what y'all came away with? They felt left out. They wanted to make a splash, Amir. That is hilarious, man. Attention seekers. This doesn't even move the needle, man. This doesn't move the needle at all. It's ridiculous, but I love it. As a Laker fan and a Clipper hater, I love it. Yeah, F, that's right. Z. He said the last letter in the alphabet. That's right. Yeah, Clippers, they try to do something. They putting us to sleep. They try to chip in on a trade deadline to keep their, 7 cardboard cutout fans, their cookie cutout fans content. This is what they get. Clipper fans, welcome. We get Luka, y'all get Bojan Bogdanovic. They said man was better than Reeves. Bro, you know how many delusional fan bases I had to fight off of Austin Reeves? Now my boy is out here averaging 18 and 6, just like I thought he would. They tried to tell me last year, the Warrior fans, that Podziemski, the rookie, was better than Reeves, that he had more of a motor and a better defender and a better scorer. He's averaging 6 points a game this year? Trash. He regressed, if anything. And I'm not saying he doesn't have potential, but they're not in the same stratosphere. Reeves is on his way to stardom. And then the Clipper fans try to say Terrence Mann was better than any of our young core. I was like, get that shit out of here. He's not even better than Terrence Wallman. You feel me? Crazy talk, fam. Crazy talk. He said Terrence Mann ain't never been better than Reeves. He ain't never been better than, let's see, who's the lowest? He ain't better than Jalen Hood-Schifino, fam. I'll take Jalen Hood-Schifino over Terrence Mann, even though I feel sorry for JSH. Obviously, he doesn't seem like an NBA talent. He's been injury plagued, but I wish him the best in Utah. And maybe he'll prove everybody wrong and hopefully carve out a career for himself. But he just, ever since he came in the league, he's just been back problems. We never really got to see what he could do. And a lot of people thought he sucked because of his back issues. But the reality is we still haven't seen what Jalen Hood-Schifino could do. What if he ends up becoming a ball player? You never know. My brother Arthur, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the super chat. He said, so glad All-Star break is coming up for Luka and Williams to play a few games and have a chance to practice and get better within. Great content, Dan Arthur. Thank you so much, my brother. Shout out to my day ones, man. Get to see you back on here, brother. As always. Solo. He said, Flippers wanted to make a splash and then made a sprinkle. Yo, that's the comment of the day right there, bro. That's the comment of the day so far. Let's see who can top him with the Clipper jokes. All right. He said, Flippers wanted to make a splash and made a sprinkle, bro. That's hilarious. You're fucking funny, bro. That is, oh my God, I love it. I love you guys, man. You guys just make my day. Let's see. This doesn't do anything, which I love. All right, absolutely. Cam, what's up, my guy? Thank you for becoming a member, fam. I would play the Vin Diesel intro. I gotta give you guys some more intros, man, for my new members. But I don't want to wear it out. I'll probably play it in about a half an hour or so again. All right, if we get more members. But Cam, I do appreciate you, my guy. Welcome to the family, and thank you for becoming a member, man. Absolutely. F or fuck out of here. I love it. I love it. Hey, man, you guys are really showing mad love today in this stream, man. We're gonna break records today with all the memberships. He said, Gap Boy became a member. Shout out to Gap Boy, man. Shout out to Gap Boy. Also, man, I plan on doing member-only giveaways in the future, and then also subscriber giveaways separately in the future. I already, shout out to my guy Nate who helped me do a giveaway last week, and we actually, one of those was member-only. So when you guys join the membership plan, you also get little perks like that, right? And you, obviously, there's less members than there's subscribers, so your chances of winning are way up, baby. All right, hey, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. What's up? What's up? What's up, family? How y'all doing, man? Good to see y'all. It ain't even a spring. It ain't even a sprinkle. It's a drip. It's just perspirance at this point, bro. Whatever the Clippers are doing is just it's just smoke. It's smoke and mirrors. They have nothing to show for it. But again, if you guys are just tuning in, there has been a couple of trades that already happened. Starting with let me see, which was the first one that I announced. Starting with the best trade of the day so far has been DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs for Karis LeVert and George Niang and 3 second-round picks. That's the best one. Also, Nurkic was traded to the Charlotte Hornets to replace Mark Williams. Don't make me laugh. That's not going to be a replacement. For Cody Martin and multiple second-round picks, guys. So those have been the major trades. The Clipper trade, we're just making fun of it because that's hilarious. But yeah, those are the trades that have been announced so far right now. But again, trade deadline's already amazing, y'all. Already amazing. And we got another super chat.
Oh, right. Yeah. Master DTLF will be excited with the super chat. Come on, dudes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah.
It was funny. I did all those voiceovers for all the Ninja Turtles, man. I think I got a future in the voiceover industry. What do you guys think, chat? You might see me coming out on the next Toy Story cartoon or something. You know what I mean? That'd be fire, right? He said, let's go Lakers. Have a great day, my brother. Salute to you, David Howard. Thank you so much for showing love, brother. Hey, it's already been great, man. And it's going to be even greater come Saturday, right? I think I speak for all of us when I say we are way more excited for Luka's potential debut on Saturday than we are for Super Bowl Sunday. Although, no disrespect to the GOAT, Kendrick Lamar, I think I view that Super Bowl more as a concert than I do playoffs, because obviously, I am rooting for the Eagles. Don't get it twisted. It'll be fun and it'll be exciting if the Eagles can pull it off. But other than that, man, we could have had a way better Super Bowl. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to stir up anything. Don't want to stir up a thing. He said, winners, Lakers and Spurs. You know what? So far, yes. And I got an honorable mention. I got to throw in the Cavs. So they got DeAndre Hunter. Very good two-way wing. They were already a dangerous team, but now they add Hunter to the mix, and it gets interesting in the East. So, yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. I do like your winners, but also throw in the Cavs as an honorable mention because they got better as well. Mascot is Flippers. DTLF anime. Let's do it, bro. Let's freaking go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Cam. Hey, welcome, brother. Welcome to the family. This is the #1 community. Trust me. You came to the right place, my brother. You joined the right community. All right, let's see what we have here. Any more updates so far? You know, we got about 30 minutes to go to the trade deadline happens. Remember, we're gonna stay a little past it, like 15 to 20 minutes past the 30 minutes. So I got about 45 more minutes here on the live. Because sometimes things get announced a little later after the deadline already passed, right? So we're gonna stay just a little bit longer. And we got another super chat. Let's go, family. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at the stars. All the people that have super chatted have contributed to the success of this channel.
Really?
Yes. And what's best, we will reach the moon one day if they continue such contributions. Your super chats are always appreciated. Thank you.
By the way, shout out to James Earl Jones, man. I really took my time with that voiceover right there because that is my GOAT of all voices, man. The voice of Darth Vader, Mufasa, you know, had to go deep for that one. Had to go really deep for that voice right there, man. So appreciate y'all for showing love. My boy Kobe Cooley says people keep comparing players' work ethic when they're with other organizations. This is the Lakers. These guys are probably finally lived their dream to the max. Watch this. Usher's voice. I like that one. Usher's voice. Yes, sir. This is my confessions. Listen, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. The Lakers just bring the absolute best out of everybody, especially star players, right? How many star players have we either drafted or traded for that haven't lived up to the hype here? Usually it's guys that really didn't care about winning and were more about individuality, but Luka's a winner. Guys that didn't live up to the hype were guys like Westbrook, who have always cared about his numbers, like triple doubles. Guys like Dwight, who sometimes could be goofy and not take the game serious. But even then, Dwight redeemed himself, came back serious, and you know, he got to work alongside LeBron, and he helped us that title. So he endeared himself in the hearts of Laker fans. But usually players like Luka, who have that amazing, like absolutely will to win, are never even on the trade block. So the fact that we got him, fam, is still, I think, just such a shocker. And this trade is going to be talked about for years and years to come. I think it'll be 15 to 20 years before we have anything that's even in the conversation of the magnitude of what this trade means for the NBA, for the Lakers especially, and for the city of LA. Like when we look back at this, it's going to be one of those, just how we look at Kobe Bryant and how we traded for the draft rights to draft them on draft night. When we go back and we say, man, we traded Vlade Divac, who at the time was an all-star caliber center, starter and very solid, for a young up-and-coming guy who there was criticism about, you know, would he be ready because he's coming straight out of high school and everything, but the rest was history, right? I feel the same way about Luka. My gut tells me, as a diehard Laker fan, 29 years of watching basketball, it tells me that the Lakers are going to win multiple titles with this guy. I don't know how many. I don't want to put no pressure, but I feel like we're at least going to win from 2 up. I feel like that's the bar, 2 and up. And he's that type of guy. He's going to lead us. But it's up to the front office to continue to do exactly what they're doing. Always go in and build around Luka, LeBron for now, but especially around Luka, right? And I appreciate the super chat, Kobe. I love the name, brother. I love the name. Yeah, make sure you guys tap in on playback. I will be live today at 4 watching the Mavericks versus Celtics. We'll also be live at 7 for the Lakers versus Warriors. And again, shout out to Kimiko for posting the message. It's easy to download the app. All you got to do is click the link and follow me over there, DTLF on Playback TV. Bring you guys primetime content over there. I also do some gaming over there, which is pretty cool. You know, shout out to the Goat Squad. We like to game from time to time. Shout out to my girl. I'll be over there gaming with her as well. And just a lot of fun with the community interacting, man. That's what it's all about. And so far, it's been quiet. Right now, let's see if we got any updates. I don't see any more trade updates for now. This is what Magic Johnson had to say about the Lakers, okay, and about their trade. Magic says, I don't know a lot about the Lakers' new center, Mark Williams, So I spent all morning watching his film. I think that's probably 50% of Laker fans out here. He says, I am hyped and excited about the dimensions he will bring to the Lakers offense and defense. The big man has great hands, is very athletic, a shot blocker, runs the court well. Hold up, it says show more. My man wrote a book. He said, and is very athletic shot blocker, runs the court well, and he is only 23 years old, man. Magic Johnson. Shout out to the great Magic. If he puts his stamp of approval, you know it's certified up in here. You know what it is. All right. Hearing a rumor that the Golden State Warriors are the only realistic landing spot for Nikolai Vucevic on the trade market. So could we have another big deal? Let's see. We got a little less than 30 minutes. We'll find out. Let's see. 30 minutes left. Who are some of your buyout options, DTLF? Well, buyout options. I don't know if the CBA allows us to land Dennis Schroeder, but I would love to have him. He's a dog. He's feisty. He's been here with the Lakers. I don't like him as a starter because I call him Call of Duty Dennis. My diehard Laker fellow fans know that we had a love-hate relationship when he was here. But coming off the bench, if you have somebody like that who's an absolute dog and can get up and pick up full court, he can be an asset. Even though we already have Gabe Vincent, you can never have enough. Gabe Vincent has had injury history, so you want to have that insurance policy. I wouldn't mind getting another big either. If we go out and get Mo Bamba for length purposes, just to get a couple of fouls a game, I'm cool with that from the buyout market. He's a free agent right now. Torrey Craig, I mentioned yesterday if we want a 3-and-D wing, but it all depends what Rob Pelinka is looking for again. But these are great questions. Yes, rest in peace to the GOAT, Earl Jones. Absolutely. Let's see. Some folks saying we traded Bronny was for Walker Kessler. Nah, folks be lying, bro. That's cap. If I listen, this channel right here will always give you the truth, man. If I don't make clickbait. If I talk about rumors, I wholeheartedly believe in them. And also now that I have a source, it'll be because my source believes in them. Okay. And my source, this is the first year I had a legitimate source. I've had some intel from inside guys that work for the Lakers that gave me intel behind the scenes. But I actually have a legitimate source. This is the first trade deadline I came to you guys. So I upgraded, y'all. And this source has actually earned my trust because at first I was skeptical, right? Obviously, he's a very important person to the NBA, but I was skeptical that he knew what he was talking about because sometimes even NBA media personalities take guesses, right, when it comes to the trade deadline. But he proved himself to me. Listen, this source really came through for your boy, and I will be able to provide you guys with that moving forward, as long as he remains my source. So that is great news. But I will never clickbait you guys. If I drop a rumors video, I wholeheartedly believe in it. If I drop the trade machine videos because I think the Lakers are going to make moves, and I would never report something like Bronny James getting traded because everybody knows that his pops is on the team. And that would be the ultimate betrayal for LeBron. That would absolutely be the ultimate betrayal for LeBron. That's a slap in the face to LeBron and LeBron's mama. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to, slap a bloodline like that has done so much for this community and for Lakers Nation. And that's another thing I want to put some respect on LeBron's name because I fought off a bunch of angry Kobe fans, player fans. I always have issues with some player fans at times. Not all of them. Some are very educated and wonderful. I love a lot of you guys. But some, think that it's the end-all, be-all. And they were telling me that LeBron was going to ruin this franchise and this and this and that. We won a championship. They told me LeBron came here to be an actor. I told them to relax. Lakers know what they're doing. LeBron is one of the savants. He came here, won a championship, probably in the hardest time because Kobe passed that year. And we needed something to cheer for. And he did that. So he's always going to be beloved by real Laker fans. Not player fans. Player fans, I still read comments from time to time saying, I can't wait till he leaves, this, and that. But the truth of the matter is, even though we had, we've had our ups and downs on this team, and I've criticized LeBron as well. He's been spectacular. And the fact that he's willing to mentor Luka and also just, allow the front office to operate, I truly appreciate that, man, because, again, a lot of people believed he was going to come in here and try to take full control, but LeBron has actually stepped aside and allowed the Lakers to build for the future. So here's to LeBron. Here's to LeBron James. All right? I think that's something that had to be said for sure. Let's see. As a Laker fan from the 80s, LeBron earned my respect as a true Laker, and that's what it's all about, right, Gabe? I've been a Laker fan from the 90s, mid-90s, 96 exactly. And LeBron earned my respect from the moment he put on a Laker uniform. But even then, even before then, as a basketball fan, he really earned my respect when he went back to Cleveland and won that championship for them. All right, says here, excuse me, we got another trade. The Atlanta Hawks are trading Cody Zeller and the Houston Rockets 2028 second-round pick to the Rockets. Okay, so the Hawks, again, repeat, the Hawks are trading Cody Zeller and Houston's 28 second-round pick that I guess they had. They were holding it hostage for a little bit. They returned it back to the Rockets. So there you have it. That is the latest from Shams Charania. All right, now we're getting minor trades, so you might think maybe the deadline's starting to dwindle down and everything, but you never know. There could be a sneaky trade that just pops up like an ad, right? At the very end. You just never know, my friends. Let's see. DJ Williams says, Dan, we need a Lonnie Walker and we will be good. And of course, a solid backup big. We basically just reinvented ourselves instead of trying to have a 5-year mold from our 2020 championship. We actually did. And I got to give the Lakers credit because I was one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, guys. But sometimes you do need change. And they changed for the better now, right? I was an advocate of just adding another big man. To be honest with you, if we would have held on to AD and just added Mark Williams for Dalton in the first-round pick, I would have been ecstatic too because now AD and Mark Williams would have wreaked havoc in the paint. We still had Austin Reeves, Rui, and Dalton, I'm sorry, not Dalton, Vando, DFS. We still would have had a hell of a squad. But I'm even more excited now because we got a mega star, and that guy is going to take over games more often than you guys think. I'm thinking out of every 10 games, I'm thinking Luka Doncic will take over at least 5 of those, and that's high. That's 50%. There's a 50% chance that Doncic takes over 50% of the games that we play in a 10-game span, and that is the clutch factor that's going to kick in for him. Of course, even superstars have games off. There'll be games when he shoots 6 for 17 from the field. And LeBron has to step up or somebody else has to step up. There'll be games when he shoots 4 for 21, but he's still going to have 13 assists. He's still going to have 8 rebounds. He's still going to find other ways to help the team out, and that's what great players do. But you're right, man. We reinvented ourselves. We retooled, and that's usually what happens with the Lakers, which is why before the deadline, my source kept telling me, man, hey, man, tell your fans not to get attached. I was pretty damn sure Austin almost was about to get traded, right? And so you can't get attached to nothing. That's why in my life, I know that as a Laker fan, we've always traded young pieces, always, historically. All the way dating back to forever, man, forever. And so, we've traded the Andrew Bynums of the world. We've traded the Brandon Ingrams of the world. We've traded the Julius Randles of the world. You know what I'm saying? Even though we cut him, but the point is, you can't get attached because the Lakers are always looking for that mega star. Once you get him, all bets are off. He said, came over as a Bron fan moving forward, is forever a Lakers fan. That's what I love. That's what I love, my boy. That's my mission here, is only to be a vessel for the heart that pumps. That's you guys, the fan base, right? And so Laker fans are absolutely the best. We are the most passionate, most educated, most spoiled. We're definitely spoiled because if we go on a three-year dry spell of not competing, we're calling for everybody's head. So that's being spoiled, right? Other fan bases go through 17-year droughts of not making the playoffs, like the Kings, right? But we have a golden standard because we have been so blessed. That has now become the golden standard, right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You got to run the White House like it's the White House. Not like it's some, you know what I'm saying? You don't move into the White House and run it like it's some slums or something. You have to run it like it's the White House. It's the same thing with the Lakers. New ownership, Jeannie Buss took over. She knew what the standard was. And so far, again, I got to raise a toast to Jeannie Buss because there was a lot of question marks about her taking over. But I always knew that she cared about the city like her father did because she was always working closely with her father. So here's cheers to Jeannie Buss. And I really hope and I pray that nobody ever slanders her ever again. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Anybody that slanders her is just going to sound like the same ignorant fool that was slandering her when she was, trying her best to get, championships and stars, or vice versa, stars and then championships, right? So it's like we can be spoiled, but we can't be ignorant. That's the difference. Spoiled is, we have golden standard and we hold people accountable, but we don't disrespect and call people broke. We don't disrespect and call people this and how the heck you gonna call a millionaire broke when we making, you know what I'm saying? Some of us, you know what, 4 figures? Some of us, you know, 5 figures, barely. Come on. So it's a lot different, y'all. The AD really should have just embraced being a center, get tough and bang with them boys. AD is not a power forward anymore. He moves too slow, in my opinion. I mean, that's an interesting take, and that's a take I've heard from a lot of my fellow peers that also work in the basketball space. I've also heard that from fans. But I will say this. I think AD thrives better at the power forward when he can just focus on offense and weak side defense, and he has another big man in there in the paint that helps him out. So I think he's going to do really well with the Dallas Mavericks. I commend him for wanting a 5 because we all wanted a 5 for him, to be honest, DJ. But it never happened, unfortunately, for whatever reason. And I know he's got to be kicking dirt right now on why we were able to get Mark Williams for Luka, but not for AD, right? So that's interesting. I mean, there was a lot of moving reports and a lot of moving parts. There was reports that the Lakers weren't even planning on re-signing AD on his next extension. So that's interesting, right? That's very, very interesting. But my favorite part in all of this is that there were some conflicting feelings when we made this trade for Luka. Some people felt slighted. Obviously, AD fans felt betrayed. LeBron fans felt like we were replacing him already. And the beautiful thing is that that's never the case, right? We didn't betray AD because, like I already mentioned before, who turns down Luka? Nobody. All right, so and we accepted the trade. It wasn't like we were shopping him around. Betrayed would have been if we were shopping him around without his consent, without letting him know, and then all of a sudden we trade him. Betrayed is what they did to Luka, if we're being honest, right? That's number one. Number two, I forgot what I was going to say because we got another trade. Let's see what it is. Let's see, refreshing here. Detroit is acquiring Dennis Schroeder from the Utah Jazz. Oh, man, well, there goes Dennis. He's a Detroit Piston. Dennis the Menace is a Detroit Piston. So there he goes. There goes my pipe dream of trading for him, maybe giving that Maxi Kleber contract up or something. Let's see. In my opinion, we wasn't getting a center if we still had AD. You're probably right. You're probably right. Well, people think we overpaid for the center, but there's no such thing as overpaying when the center you're getting is going to put you over the top potentially to help you win a title. When he's the final missing piece to help you contend, you can't call it overpaying. You know, you put your own price on pieces. If you have it and you could expend it, it's not overpaying, right? At all. At all. But what do you guys think of that? Dennis the Menace going to the Pistons. Yes, sir. I find it interesting. The Pistons are a good team this year, surprisingly. They beat us, twice this year? And so, you know, that really was interesting for me that they beat us twice because I thought they were going to suck this year. But credit to their coaching staff. Credit to, Cade Cunningham, who has come along nicely. And I had Jaden Ivey in my fantasy basketball league. He was killing for me, but unfortunately, he got injured. Yeah, credit to them, man. That you love to see growth. AD has 4 to 5 years to become the number 1 option, and it never transpired. Yeah, unfortunately, Anthony Davis, within his stint in New Orleans, and then especially his stint with the Lakers, it shows you that he's always going to be a Robin, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you do need a Batman. So if the Mavericks actually want to contend, they're going to need Kyrie Irving to take his game up a notch. And that's hard to do at 32. I've seen it done before, though. We've seen Steve Nash get better once he got into his 30s than he was when he was in his late 20s, right? I've seen players elevate their game, but we'll see. TBD. It's a tall task to ask somebody like Kyrie, who has so much miles on his body, who's so athletic, to stay healthy, carry, become the Batman, and still distribute the basketball. Good luck to him. Good luck to them, except when they play us. But I will be watching the Mavs today at 4, and then, of course, the Lakers later on at 7. Make sure y'all tap in. Hey, my guy Eddie, good to see you, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, listen, your boy's been sick, man, but you wouldn't even be able to tell because I've been happy. I've been jumping around when the trades happen, man. I've been especially the Luka trade, bro. I almost lost my shit. My girl thought something bad was happening because of the way I reacted as soon as I got off the live, and then my phone blows up, and I was like, no. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it, bro. So it's funny because she's like, what happened? And I'm like, I got to process everything before I can even answer her. She's panicking, and it was just too funny. But you got to love basketball, man. It is the sport that just keeps on giving, bringing communities together, and sometimes separating them, but only for a good cause. Lakers versus Celtics, right? But yeah, man, it's wonderful. Good to see you, Eddie. I hope to have you on Around the League soon, man. Good to see you, bro. And thank you so much for the super chat as well. My guy, Eddie. No such thing as an overpay when it's the Lakers. Here's the thing. They say we underpaid for Luka, and then they say we overpaid for Mark Williams. People just can't be happy. First of all, the Luka trade deserved Dalton in it. And it also deserved the first-round pick and a couple of pick swaps. So let's just pretend like we traded all of it for Luka, and then we just got Mark Williams for free. Okay? I don't think it's an overpay at all if you think of it like that. We're still able to keep Rui. We're still able to keep Austin. Of course, LeBron, DFS, Vando. Still Jackson Hayes has been playing better lately. Obviously, Gabe Vincent. Like, we still got 7 key components and added 2 more. That's a 9-man rotation off the top. And then who knows what happens with Christian Wood and the extra roster slot we opened up. That's a lot of different variables to it, right? A lot of different variables. Yeah, definitely Kyrie's going to have to be Batman if they want to move forward and try to actually compete for a title. Let's see. Mavs reported that AD will not play tonight. He will debut Saturday. Oh, okay. Appreciate the information, diehard. But for some reason, I still want to watch the Mavs game. I think it's because Max Christie's there, and I want to see what they do versus the Celtics. Remember, currently right now, the Mavs, I think, are 9th or 10th in the West. So every game for them is even more crucial than it is for us. They're on the verge of missing the playoffs. And can you imagine a backlash if they miss the playoffs after trading away their franchise piece? Oof, I would not wish that on my worst enemy, let alone on, beloved Lakers like Max Christie and Anthony Davis. So, yeah, I find that interesting as heck. Hey, Peter, that would be insane, Peter. That would be insane. That would break the internet. Lakers versus Mavs, Western Conference, Luka's revenge. Every pregame and postgame is going to be titled Luka's revenge if that happens. I promise you, because Luka's dropping damn near 70 on every game. Matter of fact, we don't have to wait that long to watch the matchup because I think on the 25th of this month, we face the Mavs. And boy, that one right there is going to be, whoo! That one right there when we face the Mavericks is going to be special. Even my guy Ant said that if they don't have a game that day, he's going to be front row to watch that one. It's going to be special, y'all. But yeah, for those of you just tuning in, there's been a couple of minor trades today, nothing major. The biggest one, though, I commend the Cavs, was the one for DeAndre Hunter, where they landed DeAndre Hunter for Karis LeVine and a couple of second-round picks, basically. Karis LeVert, George Niang, and a couple of second-round picks. 3 of them, to be exact. So that's the biggest trade of the day so far. The funniest trade of the day so far, and I loved it because it was actually very entertaining because Laker fans we shredded it on the live stream, was this one right here. And it is why there's an F on our screen. Okay, that trade right there was the biggest joke so far. And there's still some time. We got 8 minutes to the trade deadline, plus I'm going to stay on for an extra 15 just to make sure nothing squeezes out at the last minute. But looks like this is going to be our team, it's looking like. And right now on ESPN, they're actually showing the Lakers and Luka so happy, man, out here shooting half-court shots and pumping his fist. It's just like we were pumping our fist when we traded for him. So it's going to be just a blast, man. It's going to be a blast. Let's see. All the negative on Luka with the work ethic and weight could all be resolved working with LeBron. I don't even think it's negative. Like Dorian Finney-Smith said, shit, the way he's scoring, I should maybe go up to 270 pounds. If that's how I'm gonna play, right? Oh man. Let's see. Let's see here. He said, Dan, we can't complain at all, man. JD, we cannot complain. Yeah, Detroit got Dennis is decent for sure. But I think, it would have been cooler if somebody else got him. Like, ain't nobody watching Detroit, no matter who they got, man. Like, yeah, we watch Detroit if there's nothing else to watch on a Saturday afternoon, and that's the only game on. But I don't know about y'all. I'm not watching Detroit. I'm not watching Detroit, especially after they beat us in 2004. I'm never going to be a fan of that team, no matter who they get. You know what I mean? Especially after that BS. Bogus. Bogusness. All right, I'll be refreshing the timeline, and, and we'll see if we get anything else. But, yeah, 6 minutes till the trade deadline is official. Again, sometimes things are announced like 10, 15 minutes later. So we're going to stay on here just to see if anything happens. But I do want to give you guys my thoughts on the biggest winners and the biggest losers and the trade deadline. Let's start with the biggest losers this trade deadline. Biggest losers this trade deadline is the NFL. All right. Oh, we got another one. Hold on. Before I get into that, let's see what just was reported. Okay. Dennis Schroeder traded for Golden State to Utah. Okay, we know that as a part of the Jimmy Butler deal. Oh, okay. It's being rerouted to the Detroit Pistons. The deal was expanded, and the Pistons targeted the veterans guard. So that's basically all it was. It was part of the Jimmy Butler deal. They expanded on it. Remember, there was a part that fell apart, and I guess that's how they got him. But yeah, I mean, not bad, right? Not bad of a trade deadline. Guys, the biggest loser, again, is the NFL because not a soul is thinking about them right now if you like basketball. Unless you don't like basketball, I'm sure they're excited over there. Only the football fans only. But I haven't thought of Patrick Mahomes or anybody over there in the football world. And I'm sure I'll get excited when Sunday comes around after we already watched Luka make his debut. But as far as that goes, I mean, they got to be the biggest losers this trade deadline. I know the NFL's kicking rocks right now. They're kicking rocks barefoot too, man. They're no shoes on. They're so pissed off. Oh, okay. What? Now that's a shocker. The Memphis Grizzlies, let me go ahead and put this up on the screen right here. Memphis Grizzlies are trading Marcus Smart, okay, and a 2025 first round pick to the Washington Wizards in a multi-team trade that sends 2 second-round picks to Memphis. Wait, where is Smart landing in? Because I swear to God, if he comes to the Lakers, oh my God, hold up. Where is Marcus Smart going to? I keep refreshing, fam. I keep refreshing because I have they didn't mention where he's going to. Is he going to, there's no way he's going to Washington. That would make no sense. No sense. Where is Marcus Smart going, chat? Let me see. Really? Marcus Smart and a 2025 first-round pick to the Washington Wizards? So what's going back to Washington? Or what's going back to I hate it when they tweet halfway trades. I need the whole thing. Okay, all right, we'll go back to that trade. But the Clippers are also trading Kevin Porter Jr. to the Milwaukee Bucks for Marjon Bell-Champ. Again, another garbage-ass trade. None but garbage-ass trades. But the Marcus Smart multi-team deal, guys. It's a multi-team deal. Who's involved? Are the Lakers involved? 2 second-round picks to Memphis. Washington Wizards. Is it just a salary dump move? What's going on here? Why would Memphis trade Marcus Smart? You would think he's a major part of their championship run, or at least their aspirations. What is going on? Really quick. Passport Blackheart. Thank you, brother. He said, we stuck with Maxey and Woods? No way. Even though the trade deadline officially is 3 minutes away, trades are still coming in. This is why I told you guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's see what else. What else? I need more information on Marcus Smart. Come on, Shems. You can do it, buddy. Don't make me have to start calling for don't make me have to start calling his name. Woj. Hold on. We still don't have the details on Marcus Smart. All right. We got a halfway tweet. Let me pull it up on screen so you guys can see it. We got a halfway tweet. It looks like this. We need to know. We need to know what's going on right now. We need to know. Hold up. Bear with me here. I'll get you guys the intel right now. Let me pick up my phone, see if I can text my source, see what's going on with the what is it? A salary dump? What is this? If he's a buyout candidate, I pray to God that the Lakers could acquire him, but I don't know. This new CBA is ridiculous, fam. I'll take Marcus Smart. I don't care if he's washed. I'll take him right now. Swear to God, I'll take him right now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. What is going on here with Marcus Smart? We got to know. Come on. I keep refreshing like crazy. I'm waiting for a reply, guys. I'll let you know if my source says anything here on it. But meanwhile, we can talk about the Clippers. They've been the most mid-team all day. Okay, the Clippers and what they traded is just pathetic. If I'm being honest with you guys, this is pathetic. What are the Clippers doing? Are they trying to get young? Are they trying to compete? What is it? What are they doing? What is this? What is this crap? Get this off my screen. Hold up. Get it off my screen. I want to see the Clippers. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Shams, he gave us a halfway tweet. I don't like that. All right, update. Bob Myers, former Warriors GM, just revealed to ESPN that the Grizzlies are trying to trade for Kevin Durant. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Is that what just happened? If that happened, y'all, that's going to break the internet. No. What? Oh, my God, y'all. Kevin Durant might be going to Memphis. Oh, by the way, the Washington Wizards just announced that they're waiving guard Reggie Jackson. So that's another intriguing prospect. But wow. Oh, my goodness, chat. Are you kidding me? No wonder Shams halfway tweeted it. Now, that's a very interesting team if they land Durant. They got it all. They got defense. They got offense. They got speed. They got KD if they get that. If they get that, oh, I don't want to hear KD's watch. He can still hoop, man. Let's see what happens. Hold up. I'm trying to confirm. That's the rumor right now. That's the rumor. All right. Let's see. We need to know. It says Grizzlies are trading Marcus Smart and a 2025 first-round pick to the Wizards in a multi-team trade. Come on, Shams. Give us something else. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Oh, I thought that was the one. Oh, my God. Okay, this is a minor trade. The Indiana Pacers are trading James Wiseman and cash consideration to the Toronto Raptors. Come on, Shams. Get back on the big one. Get back to the big one, no Diddy. Come on. Shams. Shams just left us out to dry, y'all. Shams has left us out to dry. Look, this is all we have right now. Multi-team deal. Who are the teams? Give us a hint. If it's the Suns, I'm going to lose my shit. If it's for Kevin Durant involved, are they not? They're not trading Durant. Okay. He said no to the Grizzlies. Oh my God. What is wrong with? Does he not ever want to compete again? He said no to the Warriors. I get that because they're pathetic. But to the Grizzlies, what's up with everybody saying what's going on in Memphis? They what they doing over there, man? Oh my God! No, come on, y'all. Shams, finish the tweet, my brother. I'm in a minute now. In a minute, I'm about to start whispering his name. Wojnarowski. Come on, Shams. Shams got stuck, y'all. He's probably reporting on so many trades at once. I don't even blame him. But damn, fam. Like, I want to know more about this Marcus Smart trade. All right, KD staying with the Suns. Okay. Oh. Ooh. I guess that would have been a scary team. Then it makes absolutely no sense why they traded Marcus Smart. It makes zero sense why they traded Marcus Smart. Why would they do that? Is it just a salary dump? I don't care. But if there's any way that the Lakers get their hands on Marcus Smart, I'm all about it. That's all team first defense right there. That's a dog right there. I would start Marcus Smart over Austin Reeves if we could get him. Only for his defense. All right, here goes. Update. It's not an update. This is so funny. Miles Turner just tweeted this out. This is hilarious. I got to share it with you guys here. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. Miles Turner, he put out the Survivor. He survived the trade deadline. He's not getting dealt. But low-key, I think these are tears of pain because I think he would have wanted to get traded to the Lakers. Oh, my goodness, man. That is so funny. Yeah. We just reported on that one a little while ago. Die Hard, the Drippers. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. The Clippers just making lateral moves. They ain't going nowhere. They're ridiculous, man. They're stuck in the gutter. That's hilarious, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit this like button. This has been a very entertaining trade deadline, guys. Better than any that I can remember in my life. And I don't know if we'll ever get to see another one as entertaining as this one. But again, man, we are winding down the trade deadline here. Check this out. Ben Simmons is a name to watch on the buyout market, according to Bobby Marks. I mentioned him last night. He's got good size. He can play, make, he can defend, he can rebound, but he can't shoot at all. He can't score. He's the type that passes. He passes out of wide open layups, yo. I will say that. But what do you guys feel about Ben Simmons, chat? It is buyout market time, and it's going to be interesting. And again, I got you guys covered from end to end. But man, what a trade deadline it has been so far. Still got about 10 more minutes till I get off the live. So hopefully we get some more reports here before I do. But first, man, again, we're talking about the losers. I can't even finish my thought before a new notification comes in. That is crazy. All right, let's see. Yep, confirmed. They are not. The Suns did not move Kevin Durant. Apparently, he did not want to get dealt. Okay, fair enough. That's what my source had told me. It was gonna be hard to move him if he didn't want to get dealt. But wow, I mean, that could have been monumental if somehow the Denver, or should I say, the Memphis Grizzlies would have moved for Kevin Durant. The West is already a bloodbath, right? But let's hear what you guys got to say about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons get bought out. I don't like Simmons. I believe he's a good player, but the problem is, can he stay healthy? Lakers can't get Ben Simmons since we're above the first apron. Man, that's tough. Yeah, I hate this new CBA. Because it would have been a lot more interesting if we could have been players in that market. So yeah, man. What if never mind. Yeah, I guess if we can't get him, we can't get him. It is what it is. But I thought he would have been interesting. I thought he could have been interesting for sure. Just as a piece who looks up to LeBron, who can play, make, and defend, and has good size on him. But the one thing I don't like about Ben Simmons, he has absolutely zero motor. And I also question his IQ, because a lot of times he'll be at the rim. He'll literally do a behind the back pass. When you think he's doing a layup, he'll flip it backwards and turn it over instead of finishing the layup. He's like afraid of layups and buckets. I don't know what it is. This man's afraid of buckets and layups, y'all. Buckets and layups. It says Golden State Warriors are done with trade. Sources say look for them to be aggressive in the buyout market. Okay. There was a report. What did you guys think of this? Before trading for Mark Williams, the Lakers contacted the Pistons and tried to trade for Jalen Duren. Oh, my God. He would have been insane. Jalen Duren would have been insane. So the Lakers had the right mindset for sure. But we end up with our guy. So I'm very happy about that. Let's see. I'm just throwing it out there for Ben Simmons. I'm not saying I would like him or anything, but it's an interesting name for sure. Let's see who the Lakers actually can get their hands on, because we do have an open roster slot, regardless of if we made anything happen here in the last couple of minutes or not. He said Wizards got Smart, Middleton. Could they be trying to go after Cooper Flag? Yeah, for sure. I mean, but why Marcus Smart though? Like it just doesn't make sense to me why they would do that. Look, here's the full trade. Like this is the trade that probably gets an F from me, just because it doesn't make sense. Not because I don't like Marcus Smart, but this trade right here is very confusing for a basketball diehard fan like me. The Wizards get Marcus Smart, I guess they got the first round pick. That's why. But I'm more confused for Memphis. Why they give up a first round pick and offload Marcus Smart? Was it a salary dump? Like, that's weird. Like, if you're really competing for a title, why would you want that? Maybe they don't believe in competing. Maybe they're trying to cut back on costs. I don't know. Well, to me, Memphis gets an F for that one, because even though Marcus Smart hasn't necessarily worked out, he's been injured most of the time. You never know. Playoffs start, and he could be an X factor for them for surely. So, again, very, very confused on this deal right here. This probably has to be my most confusing deal, guys. All right, let's recap the trade deadline. Biggest winners of the trade deadline is clearly the Lakers. Head and shoulders, second place. I'm going to go with the Spurs. Okay, both of those teams get A+. For the Spurs did a phenomenal job of landing Fox without giving up anything. Castle, their point guard, they didn't give him up either, because apparently De'Aaron Fox wanted to play with him. So both of those two teams get an A+. I'm going to put the Cavs, I'm going to give them an A for their trade as well, guys, because they landed DeAndre Hunter and all they costed them was George Niang, Karis LeVert, and 3 second-round picks. So they landed a very solid starting piece there. And ironically, it's funny because their point guard, Darius Garland, and DeAndre Hunter were both drafted 2 and 4 respectively during that draft. So I find it very, very interesting. I think it was the same draft, if I'm not mistaken. But now they're teammates there. So yeah, those 3 teams right there all get passing grades. Everybody else, nothing too impressive, nothing that really moved the needle for me. I thought the most overrated trade was definitely the Jimmy Butler trade for me. The most overrated trade was the Jimmy Butler trade because they get Jimmy Butler to pair up with Draymond and Curry in the tough West. How far can you go? Can't go very far with that. You cannot go very far with that. Not in the West. I'm sorry. Curry seems like he's on his last legs. Draymond and Jimmy Butler seem like they're going to have a paper, rock, scissors punch-out match. Loser gets socked. I don't know. TMZ's over there with the cameras already. And then, saying their young players are just unproven. So, and then on top of that, they pay them $60.5 million per year on the extension. It's like, man, if I'm Steph Curry and I have the bad season that I think they're about to have moving forward, even though they improved a little bit offensively and defensively, still not good enough to compete in the West in the long run. And so I'm thinking if I'm Curry, I'd request a trade in the offseason. Okay, you look what the Lakers did. Even the Cavs had a very good. The Spurs, you see what these other teams in the West especially did, and you came up with that. It's like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm happy about it because I've never been a Warriors fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy about it. Right? Remember, my prediction this summer was that Curry would ask for a trade next summer. And so far, we are on course for all of that and then some. I appreciate the hard work. You're my number one source, Big Dog. Appreciate you, man. Means a lot. I do want to thank all of my subscribers, especially my day ones, man. My brand new members, welcome to the family, guys. I do appreciate you guys as well. Everybody who just came in here as a visitor, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe. Man, this is what I do for a living, so I give you guys the up-to-date news as soon as it happens, and as well as lots of predictions, man. I predicted Malik Monk to the Lakers. I predicted LeBron James 2 years before he came to the Lakers. I predicted like so many things throughout the years that I think, that's probably why I now have a source. They're working with me now. So I do appreciate you guys, though. None of it is possible without your guys' support. I do also want to thank my family. Shout out to my girl, man, for lending me all week to this NBA trade deadline, because I've been an absolute prisoner to this chair. All right, I've been a prisoner. I might have to buy a new chair after this. That's how long I've been sitting here for all week, starting with when we traded for Luka on Saturday night. So again, been a blast. I still got you guys covered. Lots of content coming. Follow me over on Playback. Whether you guys are into gaming or sports, we are going to be over there covering the Mavs versus Celtics today. All right. And also, we'll be back here for post game right before the game tips off at around 6:30. And also, we'll be over there on Playback again to cover that game as well as the post game. So my day is just getting started, guys. But again, I want to thank you guys. It looks like that's it for the trades. Let me just refresh the timeline one more time. All right. Let me refresh the timeline one more time to make sure that we don't miss anything before I get out of here, because I would hate to have to come back to it. I would love it, but I would hate to have to, miss a trade here right before I get off. But this was the greatest trade deadline in the history of sports by far. And it looks like we covered everything. It looks like there's no more updates. And so that is going to wrap it up for your boy. Let me go ahead and double check. Bear with me here. Yeah. Looks like we are done. This video was brought to you guys by my sponsorship, Prize Picks. All right. Make sure you guys tap in with the promo code DTLF to get $50 in promo credit to play when you deposit your first $10 and play. All right. So make sure when you do deposit your first $10, you play those first 10, and then you'll get that 50 promo credit right after you play it. So enjoy, guys. I will see you guys over there on Playback at 4 and later on at 6:30 here for pregame. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Kimiko, I salute you. Thank you for being here for the ride as well. I know your fingers must be tired from typing in all these links, but I wholeheartedly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you and everybody else. Like, hey, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. I'll see you guys later on. Peace.